everyone, it's Sharona from Payroll Waits, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hulu limited series, Little Fires Everywhere, episode 7, Picture Perfect. And boy, was nothing picture perfect in this episode. Ooh, y'all, I'm not even going to lie to you, I'm still mad. That ending scene, baby, when I tell you I would have dragged Elena out of that car, dragged her out of the car. But you know what? I'm going to save how I felt about that last little stare-off scene that we had at the end of the episode. I'm going to save that for the end. First, we have to talk about who we going to talk about first. You know who we're going to talk about first, these raggedy kids. So let's go ahead and talk about the raggedy kids in the episode. So we see that Lexi and Brian, they're having some relationship problems as they've been having this entire season. And if you're like me, watching Little Fires Everywhere, every single week I see Lexi and Brian together, I just say, Brian, why you with this girl? Why you with this raggedy girl, Brian? You ain't got no business being with her. She is low-key racist. Like I say subconsciously racist. Like in her heart of hearts, she does not believe that she's racist. It's just the things that she does and says. It makes her come off as a racist, okay? And so we see that they were going to get something to eat. And she asked her for a burger with no burger. Just the bun and the cheese, and then she made it was a black girl who she have her redo the sandwich, and then she was like, see, that's why those people don't go to college. I said, excuse me, hold up, call on me. Who is they? Let me know who they is. Even Brian had to get out of his sunken place and then go and ask her, who is they, Lexi? What are you talking about? Are you talking about black people? And she was like, what? Oh my God, you're trying to make me out to be a racist? And I was like, what else would you call it, Lexi? Because I'm trying to understand what you are talking about. And so he ends up breaking up with her, and it seems that she's going to tell him about the abortion, but she decides not to. But one of the things that he brings up is the whole thing about the essay. So we see that Lexi Raggedy Behind got into Yale after stealing Pearl's essay about discrimination. And so it was crazy too when Elena was talking about, you know what, you didn't have to, actually let me make sure I see the craziness that she said, because she had me too heated with this. She was like, see, and you didn't have to fill a quota, you earned it with hard work, that's a hardship in itself. I said, Elena, what hardship is hard work? She stole a whole essay for somebody else. That girl that do nothing, she's a thief, okay? A literal thief, and she got into Yale by stealing someone else's work, someone that you think less than. And I was just like, I don't understand, but it's you, Elena, so I'm not going to expect anything less from you. But I was happy that Brian finally checked her about this, and he's kind of checked her in previous episodes, but I'm happy that he broke up with her because he had to break it down to her, and then she tried to make everything about her. Like, you don't know what it's like to be me. Girl, what are you talking about? You were just like your mother. You have to make everything about yourself. You never think that anyone else is in the wrong. You're always the victim. Ugh, I'm so sick of Lexi. I would be happy about when we get to next week's season finale. I ain't got to deal with Lexi no more. I ain't got to hear her raggedy behind no more. Bye-bye, Lexi. I'm glad that Brian broke up with you. And you're going to try to go tell your sister, Brian broke up. I don't care. What you telling Lexi for? You be dissing her too. Y'all all trash siblings, okay? Then we got Moody. Moody's sitting up here just not understanding that Pearl is basically lying to him. Talking about she had a MAC meeting. Then Brian kind of blew her cover on the whole thing. And so even his friend was like, child, she is lying to you. She is messing with somebody else. But you know what really sent me? What really sent me over the edge was the fact that you took Trip to you and Moody's spot, the place that Moody picked out for you and him. You had the audacity to use it as your hiding spot. I was really hoping that every time I saw them in there whispering sweet nothings to one another, I was like, I really hope that Moody just busts in and just beat the brakes up off a Trip. Because, let's be honest, Moody ain't gonna beat the brakes up off a Trip. But still, I couldn't believe that she really took Trip to Moody's spot. I just felt like that was the disrespect of all disrespect. And it just made me, I don't know how I feel about Pearl, y'all. She really is making me mad with how she's handling this whole situation. And so throughout the course of the episode, we see that I'm going to kind of save the rest of Pearl's story because I want to get into the fact that, Mia is prepping BB for court. She's going to court, and essentially, while they're at court, she kind of runs into Elena in the bathroom, and Elena basically, she was like, baby, I know about the Ryans. I met your parents. I know about your brother. I know about everything. And she basically threatens her that if she testifies, then the truth will come out. It would be such a shame for Pearl to figure out what is happening. I said, girl, you have no line whatsoever. You're just the devil. You're a demon. I understand. Now, on one hand, Pearl, if you wouldn't have did all the crazy stuff that you didn't did, you wouldn't even be in a position for her to try to blackmail you, threaten you not to testify. But I was just like, you and your raggedy daughter, y'all just trash. Pure trash. Just raggedy. Okay? But the way that Reese was delivering those lines, I was like, girl, like, you got me looking at you sideways. Like, I know you playing a character, girl, but you just playing it a little bit too good for me to sit in my spirit. It just doesn't sit well, okay? So, but also, too, it seems that she's going to back out, and she kind of tells BB what is happening, but she decides that she is going to testify. But when we see the exchange between Bill and Mia in that courtroom, when she said these two women are capable of mothers, but there is only one mother for Maylene, I said, girl, did you just win this case for BB, girl? You won the case for BB for that. Even he had to take a step back like, oh, well, I don't know what happened. And then Elena sitting there looking at him like, he was like, no further questions. And then she tried to tell him, what are you doing? And when he told her to sit down, he should have been like, sit your ass down. Like, how your mama tell you, be like, sit your ass down. But she sat down and she shut up. I was like, Bill, you need to say that to her more and more, because I just didn't understand. You can tell that Bill was annoyed with her this entire episode. He's still upset that she picked up everything and she went off to New York. And so I guess he assumes that she was with Jamie. Now, as we got that kind of piece of evidence from when they were early on in their marriage with the 4 kids, when he found Jamie's phone number. And so she's ranting about Mia. She's trying to say that she's trying to like make sure that he wins the case for Linda, but it's really for herself, because she just wants to see Mia lose, BB lose, so she can feel like she finally wanted something. And this is another time when I just sit and stare at the screen and I look at Bill, and you can tell he annoyed. Like, I be like, Bill, why are you still with her? You don't like her. You don't love her. Love don't with her no more. Why are you doing this? So we see that they are basically like fighting about this family portrait. I guess this is where the picture perfect comes from. So she got everybody these outfits and stuff. She didn't like the first round of pictures, so she want to do another round. But Izzy is being difficult, as she typically is, because she's making her dress how she doesn't want to dress. But technically she did it to all the kids. They're just like, let me just put this on so we can get this picture over with, so we can go on about her lies. But Izzy said, hell to the no, I'm not wearing these kids. When Elena cursed at her and said, go get the effing kids, I died laughing, okay? Even Bill had to look away like, I don't even know what to tell you, girl. Just go put the kids on so I can get back to my court case. Like, what are we doing here? But when she got back at her, when we see that Bill asked her, are you sure you want to send them pictures out? And we saw that she like flicked her off in the pictures. And then she started cutting the pictures. She cut Izzy out of all the pictures, y'all. I was like, girl, you really cut her out of these pictures. Just throw the whole pictures away. Well, nobody trying to take these pictures but you. Talking about it's for us. No, it's for you. So you can show that you live this picture perfect life that you really don't live. But we see that Bill been doing a little snoop of his own, y'all, okay? So it seems that he purposely lost in court, even after he made me mad for a moment when he tried to tell her people like BB don't win. I said, what does that mean, Bill? This is how your raggedy daughter get that talk from. She get that talk from her raggedy mama and her raggedy daddy. But when we saw that he was doing his investigation, talking about he had some more bills to pay, and he was looking at them records, okay, when she was in New York. And then we see towards the end of the episode that he sees the $2,000 bill that she ran up at that restaurant. I said, ooh, honey, it look like something else ain't gonna be picture perfect either, girl. I think your husband's gonna leave you. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we kind of see that this picture perfect family is falling apart at like all the seams, okay? Her relationship with her daughter, because we see, I don't know what Izzy was thinking, y'all, when she did this baby thing. I was like, I bet in your mind you thought this was a good idea. And I'm glad that Mia kind of told her, like, you're mad at everything. And like, you can't be mad because you challenge everybody to be challenging them. You can't be mad when someone challenges you. And she kind of explains to her why what she did was wrong. Like, I totally understood what she was doing. I should know she was about to do something crazy, because they started like, I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to with me. I was like, I miss you, Tupac. But I was just like, girl, I can't believe she really did this. But she doesn't even understand her own privilege and what she did. The fact that she could do something like that, she gets in trouble like every single week, gets sent home from school, but nothing ever happens to her. And so as much as she thinks that she's fighting the system, she's a part of the privilege of the system. I don't even understand how she didn't see that, how that went over her head. But then I was just like, girl, you just don't know no better. It's okay. But then we get a little bit of background as to what happened between Izzy and April's relationship, how they were playing spin the bottle. I don't know what kids be playing spin the bottle at their age, but maybe I was just so lame. I don't know. But they playing spin the bottle, y'all. Then the bottle lands on April when Izzy is doing it. They go in the closet and basically they having this conversation alluded to the fact that they've been making out and, you know, they've been more than friends for quite some time. But when they start kissing, they open the door and then April plays it off like she basically kissed her without her consent. How about she molested me? And then we see that they end up having a conversation because Izzy puts a note in April's locker, and essentially they meet up and they talk. And, you know, Izzy says she wants April to stop being someone that she's not. And she says that she wants to do that herself. And it seems that April and her find a common ground. April apologizes, but when Izzy gets in trouble for the stunt that she pulled with the baby child, still can't believe she did that. I can't believe she did that, but still. We see that April gives in to peer pressure. She can't really be herself. And so she makes fun of April makes fun of Izzy. And so Izzy just been going through it, not feeling like she could be herself at home, not like she could be herself at school, the whole relationship with April. It's just a lot that she's been going through. And so she kind of goes to, she break into Mia's house. And she tells me, like, I think I hate my mom. And this is after Elena tells her it's hard being your mom. But I kind of felt her, though. Because, like, girl, don't you get tired? Don't you just get tired of doing all of this? You don't get tired of being sent home, having to take my time off of work to come see you? See, if you had a black mom, you wouldn't be doing all of that. I ain't even going to say that. If you didn't have a mother like Elena, because that was rude for me to say that. But if it was my mama, baby, you would have had one good time to do that, so you wouldn't be doing it no more, Izzy. I can tell you that right now. But her and Mia, like, they kind of understand each other. And Mia kind of tells her the truth about the painting, that it was her in the painting, and that things, like, will get better for her. She just has to kind of coast through. But the main thing about this whole episode is just, Lord, I'm trying to figure out what Bill was about to do. Because Bill looked like he was going through. Bill had to light up a cigarette. I don't even know if have I seen Bill smoke on this show? He had to light up a cigarette. He been doing like extra research on top of him, supposed to be preparing for the trial, but he's sitting up here trying to catch his little cheating wife. I don't know what's going to happen. Is he going to call Jamie? Is he going to try to go see Jamie? I just don't know. But you know what I do know now? Y'all? Elena trash. She's trash, okay? So Trip and Pearl basically decide that they want to tell people, like, hey, they're together. She doesn't want to lie anymore. She kind of has this realization once she's telling Trip about what happened with her mother. So because Trip told her that her mom had all this money, she was like, what are you talking about? Like, child, we been poor, okay? Po. Ain't nobody got no money. And so when she kind of confronts her mother about it, in a joking way, her mom tells her it's true. And Pearl, baby, she lost her mind, okay? And I was like, you know what? She got a point. Because she's like, you've been having us be poor. I ain't been sleeping on no beds. You have me sleeping in a car. You have me living from place to place. I ain't made no friends. I don't know my daddy. I don't know nothing about myself. And you sitting up here sitting on $500,000. And you had my behind sitting up here eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the car. I felt hurt, but when she cursed, I was like, girl, ooh, you cursed. Even Mia got scared. She got scared. She had to walk out. She started screaming at her. I was like, Lord, this, like, my blood pressure is just way too high. I can't take this. I don't know what is happening. But I do feel that Pearl has a point. You had us living this hard life for no reason. And I can definitely tell. I mean, you basically took your childhood away. Like, you forced Pearl to have to grow up early, to see the harsh realities of the world, like, when she didn't have to. And I think it's interesting when she's having this conversation with Trip, and she tells Trip that, you know I had everything that I needed, but I never had anything that I wanted. And it made my heart break for Pearl because Mia does not want to face her demons, because she doesn't want to be held accountable for her actions with the Ryans and what happened with Pauline, that she can't go back to her old life because she is not adult enough or woman enough to really accept the responsibilities of the people that she hurt. Pearl has to suffer because of that. And so even though I give Pearl a hard time, and Pearl, she trash for treating my guy Moody like that, okay? She's still trash for that. I do understand where Pearl is coming from and why she feels the way that she feels. And I think she's very validated in the anger that she has against her mom. But what I do have a problem with is the fact that Elena thought it was okay to tell Pearl what happened, like about her father, about like everything in Mia's life. I still feel like that's something that Mia needed to tell her daughter. And I don't think that Elena took into account how that would affect Pearl, because she's making it about herself, trying to get back at Mia because of this whole BB stuff, because Elena feels that she has to win at everything that she does, that she's willing to use Pearl as collateral and hurt Pearl in the process of trying to get back at Mia. Because I know it didn't come from a genuine place. It didn't come from a, you really need to know this. It came from a, I'm going to get back at your mother at this point. And so we see that Moody sees Trip and Pearl. He sees Trip put his arm around her. So now he understands that Trip is messing with Pearl. He doesn't say anything. Trip acts like he's going upstairs to talk to him, and then he comes downstairs. But I guess when he doesn't see when he doesn't see Pearl and his mother, then he decides not to say anything. And so we see the episode, the kids kind of sitting on the couch. They all trash. I mean, Izzy, I'm going to let her give her more slack because she's going through some things. But Lexi trash, Trip trash, Moody not trash either. I got a soft spot for Moody, okay? He's the least trash of all the kids. He's not trash at all. But we see that Elena brings Pearl back home. And this really bothered me because Mia was making a scrapbook so she can kind of tell Pearl what was going on, what was happening. And literally, she looked out of the window. She saw that Elena was talking to Pearl. And then she came outside. And the way that Pearl just stared at her, I was just like, look, I know your daughter is hurting. But you know who needs to be hurting? Elena, okay? I would have been like, come out, square up. What's good, okay? I would have been putting my hair back in a ponytail. I would have been putting Vaseline all on my face. I would have had to work her. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't believe in violence, but she needed to get dragged, okay? She needed to get dragged from the driveway to all the way to the other end of the street, all the way back to the other end of the street, and then drag her back to the driveway. She needed to lay her out, okay? She needed to put her hands on her for doing all of that, because that really bothered me. It did something to my spirit. Elena will forever be trash. I don't care what happened to you in the past. I hope Bill leaves you, figures out that you were trying to cheat, but I hope that Jamie reads Bill for filth too, and then calls and talks to Elena and reads her for filth again. But yeah, I was really bothered by that. But I felt that stare down between Reese and Carrie. I felt that, like, especially from Reese. I was like, she was giving me like, girl, I know you crazy, but you still, ooh, you would have caught these hands, baby. If you was messing with me, you caught these hands. But overall, I think it's definitely going in the right direction. I don't know how they're going to tie all of this up in one episode, because there's only one more episode left. And I'm starting to think that Moody is the one who started the fire. Let me know if that's how you guys feel. But I definitely think this is another great, I think that this is one of the better episodes of the season. And I can't wait to see how the pieces kind of fall into place. So those are my thoughts on Little Fires Everywhere, episode 7, Picture Perfect. As always, my name is Sharona from Para Wait. If you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends. And I love you guys 3000. I'll see you soon.